Hello, this is Ken. I like making things. I enjoy being creative and love trying new tricks. My goal for this channel is to challenge myself and create fun stuff for myself. If you want to see me explore ideas and figure out ways to DIY a variety of stuff, click the subscribe button. Last week, I built my own display stand for my mini Dragon Ball figures. Check it out if you haven't already. Today I am going to upgrade a different type of figure. I am going to make a unique diorama for this Batman figure. This Batman figure is one of my oldest toy I have. I googled. This figure came out in 1992. He's almost 30 years old. This Batman figure has been through a lot. I was just a toddler when I got it. I would take him everywhere. Including my baths too. Surprisingly, there's only minimal wear and tear on him. You can see the paint on his knuckles have worn off. He has punched a lot of bad guys in the past 2 to 3 decades. The coolest thing about this figure is his cape. It's actually made out of some sort of fabric. Toy collectors would know it's rare for action figures to come with fabric capes instead of stiff plastic ones. So, I want to give this figure a similar treatment as my Dragon Ball figures. Giving Batman his own little stage and make him stand out more. The most iconic part of this Batman series is its art direction. It might be a children's show, but it's dark and gritty. And Batman doesn't pull punches. So I want to replicate the art style of the show and make Batman a cool diorama. So, can I make it? Let's study the intro a little bit. Fun fact, the backgrounds in the show was actually drawn on black paper. So I am going to mimic that look by drawing on a black background as well. Batman is Arkham's protector. So that's what my background is going to be. A skyline of Arkham at night. I want my background to look blocky, chalky, dark yet vibrant. Alright, here's it printed. It looks great. I would stop there normally, but I want to make it more 3D. Because I love 3D things. Let me apply my magic. Molly Molly home. Ta-da! Now the background is more 3D. It's subtle, but I like it. Now I can't just have Batman floating on water or floating in midair. I need to ground him somehow. Batman is always depicted on rooftops, watching over Arkham. So I am going to do the same. I am going to give him a rooftop to stand on. I am not going to build him an actual rooftop, just an impression. More like a little stage since the background is already quite busy. I don't want the rooftop to take away the spotlight away from Batman. Alright, here's it printed. And now I am going to cut. While I am cutting, let me share the story of why this Batman figure is special to me. This is not my first toy, but it is probably the first action figure I wanted. When I was young, my mom would take me shopping. She would often take me with her over my brother. Probably because she knew I would shop with her for as long as she needed. It was also because mom would let me go into every toy store within my field of view. She could do her shopping at her own pace, and I could admire all the toys. Win-win scenario for us both. I actually remember how I got this figure. My mom and I were in a department store near our home. Mom was doing her groceries, and I was in the toys section. I then suddenly saw this huge selection of Batman figures. The one that caught my eyes was this one. He looked just like the Batman on TV. I had never felt like this. The desire of wanting to take this cartoon character home and owning it. It came with a grappling gun as well. I could have Batman swing around in my bedroom. This was so cool. Until I realized I was tricked. The rope was always tangled. And could barely hold Batman's weight. I couldn't get Batman to zip anywhere. It was also my first realization of how ads could be deceiving. Hahaha. I have since owned a couple more Batman figures. But over time, I had thrown them away or gave them to new owners. Except for this one. My very first Batman. He was the leader of my toys for a while. At least until I got my Goku figure from Dragon Ball. Haha. Anyway, back to the rooftop. You can see me fold and applying white glue. This is a delicate piece, at least during this phase. I have to be careful and make sure it's sticking together securely. Alright. Here's the rooftop piece. It looks very simple. And maybe a little bit odd. But I think it'll blend in with the background once everything is put together. Let's see if it can hold Batman's weight. Yeah, it can. Okay. You must be wondering why the rooftop piece is slanted. It is because this action figure is very limited when it comes to posing. He can only move his limbs forward in a very unnatural manner. It's impossible to create a dynamic pose with these types of figures. Luckily, my experience as a photographer comes in handy here. As a photographer, I have to guide the subject to pose in a natural way and make the subject look even better. One of the easiest way to pose someone is simply to turn the subject at an angle. It instantly makes it look less like a mugshot. And in this case, Batman looks a lot more heroic like this already. In all of Batman's depiction, you can see that Batman's cape is almost a character of its own. It is always dramatically windswept. So I want to replicate that as well. Let me remove his cape first. Oh no. Batman is not intimidating at all without his cape. He looks so goofy, hahaha. Anyway, I am going to pose the cape with the help of some paper clips. Paper clips are lightweight but easily bendable. I can use this as a skeleton for the cape, making the cape flow the exact way I want it. Oh wow. That worked out way better than I thought. This is so cool. Okay, it's time to put everything together. Alright, here's the final product. This is so amazing. Everything blends together so well. It looks just like all the other Batman statue or dioramas out there. I don't usually buy expensive diorama figures because they are static and do not allow a lot of flexibilities. I like being able to pose my figures. So this little project here is perfect. I get to create my own diorama. And it costs me a fraction to make. I can always separate the pieces. I can hang the background like a poster and put Batman in another DIY diorama. And I get to satisfy 3 of my needs. I get to draw, I get to 3D model, and I get to play with my childhood toy. 3 in 1. Great deal. Anyway, it is so fun to revisit another childhood memory of mine and apply my creative skills to give it another life. Let me know what you think by commenting below. Give this video a like and subscribe to see more DIY videos. I can make it. So can you.